Hello, this is the 7th and 8th grade literature agenda for Wednesday, April 15th. So just a reminder that I hope you're staying home as much as is possible, washing your hands, and practicing social distancing so we can stop the spread of COVID-19, so we can hopefully be able to go back to school before this year is over and have a little bit of time together to recap on what we learned and discovered during our shutdown quarantine. So first thing today is to check the agenda, hyperdoc, and checklist. Again, this is what it looks like. So this has been highlighted for today. Just a few things that we're going to be working on, primarily just making sure we have session 9 taken care of. So again, the stream here, make sure you notice that all of our work is located in the classwork tab. Check your upcoming assignments, which will look different than what you see pictured here on my screen, but make sure that, if you have something that's due or upcoming, or you can click view all, it will take you to view all of your work. But this is where you can find the agenda again that shows you what exactly it is we're working on today. So the attendance question is, during quarantine, which would describe basically your sleep schedule? Would you be considered a morning person? So are you still someone who still gets up early in the morning every day, regardless of the fact that you don't actually have to go to school? Are you a night owl, someone who stays up late and works really late? Or does it depend on the day? So some days you wake up early, some days you stay up late and sleep in. So go ahead and choose which one most describes your sleep schedule and turn it in. So I selected night owl because I have been staying up pretty late every night. Just naturally, my family gets into this, late night sort of schedule. But I still wake up early many mornings of the week to make videos when my family are sleeping because it's the only time I get quiet. But by nature, I am not a morning person. I would sleep in late every day if I could. So the next thing to worry about is to check your calendar and make sure you're reading your assigned pages for session 9. So if you're behind, this is the session you should be caught up through to today. So spend a little bit of time. For a lot of you, it wouldn't take you that long to, read a couple of sessions at a time. For some of you, 8th graders particularly, and a few 7th graders have bigger books. You want to make sure you're keeping up with the session so you don't get overwhelmed with the amount of reading that you have to do. So today there is a question assigned for session 9. So what I did decide, instead of a Google form, I decided to put this in a doc. It's just kind of easier for me to grade and easier for me to, you guys to do different things with the activities. So I did attach a video to this assignment about conflict. So we'll talk to you about the types of internal and external conflicts in case you need a refresher on that. But it also talks a little bit about this really cool free trial I got for a comic strip sort of program called Storyboard That. So you might want to check it out so you can see what that's about. And I'll have another post about that separately in the stream. But you go ahead and watch the video if you need a refresher on the types of conflict. You're going to open the attached Google document, and you're going to answer the questions and then turn it. So if you accidentally close out of the doc, you can turn it in through Google Classroom. But here is the homework assignment that you're going to be working on. And you'll notice that it does have a turn in button up here in the top right that you guys can access as soon as you're done. But this is kind of an easier way for the assignments. Basically, what you have to do is describe the main conflict in the story. So again, we're looking at the big problem that will not be solved until kind of the end of the story. And in order to answer it, you just click in this box right here next to where it says answer, and you just type it, okay? The second one is, what kind of conflict is it? So I've listed all the kind of conflicts that we mentioned in the video that I linked to this. And so what you're going to do is you're going to turn the box yellow to show which one is your answer. So I did include a little graphic down here that is a short little video that will kind of walk you through how to color in the box in Google Docs. But basically all you have to do is click on the box and the little paint bucket will show up, and you're just going to select yellow. So you're only going to do this for one box, whichever kind of conflict you think is present in your story. So you're looking at this main conflict and you're marking what kind of conflict is it. And then your last question is really quick. Just make a little prediction about how the character is going to resolve the conflict. So you'll want to make sure that your answers are in complete sentences using proper grammar and spell check. So that way you're actually completing, what would be like an expected assignment in my regular literature class. So once you have, typed out those short little answers and marked what kind of conflict you think, you can go ahead and turn that in, and that's all you have to worry about for today. So for optional activities, continuing to work in vocabulary.com to make sure that you have 100% practiced the then and vent list. And going back to your HyperDoc agenda and checking off the assignments. So remember, you can see the first page of this Google slide. Will show you again how to check things off, or you can watch the video that was attached to that. But really, it's just a couple clicks, and you have check marks instead of the boxes. As always, if you need any help, you can reach out to me by composing an email in the gmail.com site. You can send me a private comment in Google Classroom. Make sure, again, it's private because class comments are available for everyone to see, and you don't want to be airing things about your assignment to the whole class for them to be able to see it, unless you think it's a question that many of your classmates might have, and then you can kind of help them get the answer easily. Or you could also do a Google Hangouts chat with me, and we can text through your problem in just a few minutes during reasonable hours, which again in the last video I said was between the hours of 10 a.m. to about 8 p.m., which is what I would consider a reasonable hour. Just know that I might not, respond right off the bat because sometimes I am busy with my own children and doing things around my house. All right, so that's all for today. Session 9, which is a reading your pages and answering some questions in a Google Doc, should take you, not that much time. And then making sure you're staying caught up and working on your vocabulary.com list for this week. Have a nice day. Bye.